Hi, guys. I have problems. Sorry about that. It's a little rainy. Don't know if you can tell. We're here. We're so glad to see you.
It's a little loud out
like
here.
ourselves, it's a little loud. Are we here? Are we
Testing.
Here? One person
1, 2,
is
3.
here. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Why did you just cut my head off?
Well, I was just trying to get that.
I will acknowledge that this is maybe not the most flattering angle for us.
Well, we're not here to please people visually.
Would like people to realize, actually my sweater is soaking wet.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna need one. It's cold. Do you want everybody to see my nipples? Do you want everyone to see my nipples? Does everyone want to see my nipples? For $19.95. I'm just kidding. You probably get them for free if you look hard enough. This is Marital Hate. It's a live podcast that we typically do Monday through Friday and on special holidays, except when I am especially sick because I have a stupid fucking disease. Merry Christmas to you. I'm Stacy. My husband Doug has gone to find me a sweater. I think it's going to be a too thick, scratchy sweater, but I'm not going to say anything. He got the good sweater. I'm so wrong. Honey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
That seems excessive.
You were talking crap.
I thought you were bringing me the Gap hoodie that's in the Jeep. It's kind of scratchy.
There you go, James Brown.
There's nothing quite like a cozy sweater or sweatshirt. I like a hoodie. The perfect one would
I don't like hoodies.
The perfect one for me would be this weight.
Yeah, only a hoodie.
Maybe a little softer. And like black or bright purple or hot pink
or something,
but with a hood and holes. I have pieces of everything I want in 5 different sweaters,
and you want the super sweater.
I want everything in one motherfucking sweater.
You want a super sweater. Now, are you live with that thing? It doesn't look like it.
I tried to be live.
She's trying to be live. She's trying to be dead. She's trying to be
Instagram.
I don't know what the hell she's trying to be.
It says go live.
Instagram is not our friend tonight.
I will check Instagram.
I'm hoping everybody had a great Christmas, and this is just the icing on the cake.
Is anybody getting an echo? Sorry. Are you getting an echo?
Nobody said anything.
People
are just lurking tonight. I want to hear about your gifts. I want to hear about your stockings. I want to hear about what you did today. I want to hear about the food.
Sorry, I know. Yes, we want to hear all of those things. But between the rain and my laptop and the reverberations and the fact that I am high off my fucking ass is making me think I'm hearing Little Green Men.
You're not. Okay. The rain in Spain lies mainly in the plain.
Well, we do not live in Spain. We live in Florida.
Which was discovered by the Spanish. Discovered.
The opposite of a white Christmas.
No, nobody was here when they landed. Yeah, no.
We're having the opposite of a white Christmas. What would you call this?
This is 70 degrees and rain. A lot of rain. Heavy rain.
No kayaking today, but I was not feeling so well.
No.
But we did make a delightful holiday with some nice holiday traditions.
We did nice
I
holiday
think it
things.
might be live on Instagram. Let's check, shall we?
I don't know. All I know is that I need to go on my Facebook and turn my comments to public. So nobody has said anything. Maybe they're having a terrible Christmas, and they're just here to lament.
Dude, I'm just trying to fix this for everybody.
Are you lamenting about Christmas? Was it a good Christmas for you? Was it a bad Christmas for you?
I don't know that we
I would like to hear
on Instagram.
I would like to hear about your
Why don't you tell them about our Christmas since they're not like saying anything?
No, it's not all about us, Stacey.
Okay, but Doug, there's no one talking to you. So you're literally talking to yourself and not getting, you're doing like the dumbest thing in the whole world. You're talking to yourself, but you're talking to a wall at the same time, which I realize resembles.
Actually, I'm talking to the roof that's reverberating with voices.
There's that too. Well, you got me there.
I did. Our Christmas, I was awoken.
Go ahead, bring it.
I was awoken with a quite rather heavy set of presents on my head as someone took a picture of me.
Oh, you should share that.
While I'm sleeping. And then I woke up and opened the presents and I was delighted.
You should share it.
After she shared what she got me and how she did it with you guys when I went in to get something for her. went in to get something that she probably didn't need. It was all a ruse. I feel humiliated is what I feel.
Why can you not let that fucking go already?
It's funny.
Maybe.
What are you looking up?
Why
are you clicking?
I'm pulling that picture up.
All right, that's just me.
'Cause
I can see a nostril in that photo. This is she's gonna pull it up in a sec. This is me with presents on my head this morning.
So if you have not,
That's me trying to sleep in there. You see that? See that's like a little like right in here. Yeah, I'm trying to sleep, but no.
It was actually pretty heavy. Surprisingly,
it was
heavy.
very heavy. It was like skull crushingly heavy.
So if you aren't familiar with it, I have a long-standing tradition of putting things on Doug, and I think how many think I've done now? Probably
hundreds.
50? Like
a lot, a
lot of things on Doug's head while he sleeps. It's just a thing. And I think I put them on our Instagram, but I could be wrong.
And 2 people thought this was funny.
People usually find them to be hilarious.
It's not that funny.
If I had posted it out on my personal wall as opposed to
on here, yeah,
they would go crazy for it.
They love it.
So,
they think it's so funny to present abuse.
So what did you? So you poor man, you woke up with presents on your head.
Yes, I did.
Did you die?
Well, I've had those were very heavy.
Did you?
And
suffer?
I've had a sharp pain behind my left eye ever since. No, I'm kidding. I don't.
That's really because you have AIDS. Your legs tell a different story, Doug. Tell them about your leg sores.
My legs, I bump into stuff a lot.
Constantly.
And I get bug bites, and I bump into stuff even more than the normal person would. So my legs are all beat up, usually bruised, batters, welts of varying degrees. And yeah, my legs look like I'm a leopard person. Do they even have that, or did Jesus cured that, didn't he? Well, he cured some of it. I don't know if he cured it all. I think people still have it.
All
right.
Sorry, sometimes people need advice from me in the middle of a fucking podcast. And don't get me wrong.
Well, why don't they go on the podcast and ask you live?
They could, but
anybody out there needs some advice or even has a question, I'll answer it for you live. You want to know what?
All right.
You know what?
Okay, I don't know if this person wants to share their story.
Well, Lisa Johnson's back. Welcome back, Lisa. Thank you for 2 in a row. Or is it 2 in a row? Yeah, I think it's 2 in a row. Same here. That's not a day that I don't bruise or bleed. Yeah, I can't do any, anytime if I have to install, actually, I surprised myself. I had to install one of those Ring doorbells the other day. Drill 4 holes, screw it in, whatever. And normally when I do something like that, I'm going to hurt myself at least once. To the point I'm either bleeding or missing skin or breaking a fingernail. No, I did not. So I was really surprised myself that I did not hurt myself doing something like that. But I'm sure that when I went and put a measuring cup or spoon in the drawer, I probably slammed my fingers in it and got some deal. But there's always something with me. I'm kind of klutzy like that. I'm not always the smooth, suave, debonair folk that you see here on the podcast.
Oh, we got stories. So, so somebody messaged me asking for help.
Yes.
And, or not asking for help. I asked them how their day was going. We were just kind of going back and forth.
And then shit hit the fan.
No, and and I'm just trying to be as supportive as I can. And so I said, and they have somebody that's it's the biggest problem that I face is having people in my life that have no desire to fix their problems. They just want to complain about them. And that's just if you have a problem you can't do something about, you need a friend to talk to and vent about it, that's totally cool. But if all you do is fucking repeat the same action and expect a different result, and I'm trying to be patient with you and supportive of you and kind to you, but you just keep doing it over and over and over again, what you say to them is, I think you should talk to a therapist or member of the clergy.
Therapist.
And so that was my piece of advice for today. So all of you, something to consider is if you have someone in your life who's perhaps needs direction here, or maybe you're unable to give them the support they need, or they genuinely need help, or maybe they're just a fucking asshole. You say, I think you should talk to a therapist or a member of the clergy.
Well, Tracy says
who is qualified to help you.
Hello, peeps, and she agrees with you. That's the definition of insanity.
Well, I would like to say that I'm a little disappointed that no one has told us yet today that we should talk to a trained therapist or member of the clergy.
Indeed.
who is qualified to help us.
Well, there's, we're not either of those things. We're not a member of the
we're
clergy,
not therapists,
nor
but we play one on TV, on iPhone, or what do you call the thing that we do?
no what?
What do you call the thing that we do?
Podcast.
Yes.
This is a podcast. This is technically a Facebook Live podcast. Only
Facebook Live.
Well, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter X.
Instagram, soon to be a TikTok.
Don't stop.
TikTok. You don't stop rocking to the bang bang boogie.
Up chuck the boogie to the bang to the boogie to be. Now, what you hear is not a test.
Well, you missed her first.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Tracy may not be qualified to help you, but she will always listen. Oh, what a nice lady.
Dude, tell people to get a goddamn therapist. You are not qualified.
Yeah.
Neither am I, but I do it too. No, but it's tough because like it takes a toll on you. You want to support someone, you want to help them, but you don't want to enable them. And I think sometimes that is a problem. Oh, look at that.
Elisa says, terminate friendship with people who are not interested in reciprocal relationships. That is one of those things. Maybe first time they get out of the inner circle. Second time, maybe they're out of all the circles completely. Not the worst advice in the world, Lisa.
Shout out to my Aunt Cheryl. Hey, Aunt Cheryl, Merry Christmas.
Oh, she's watching on the gram.
And Raskboy4109.
What's up, Rasky?
I don't know who he is, but
I don't know.
He sounds beautiful.
But he's a boy, and he's full of
We
rask.
can't pull your comments up on screen from Instagram, but if you comment on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, we can pull you up on screen. We're still working on the Instagram technology.
And I don't know if you guys can hear us because the rain's coming down fairly heavy. And it's,
oh my God.
It could be, it could be tranquil. It could be soothing you people.
I just realized something.
What's that?
When I talk to the Instagram people, my monitor for Instagram is down here. So I'm looking at them there, thinking that I'm looking at them. And
that's funny. It's like, hi guys. And then you're over here.
The whole time
it's all going out from one source, if you will.
I'm really fucking high.
Lisa says sound is fine. So she had some.
That's surprising because we have.
Oh my God!
Metal awning above us,
and you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see in the pool back here, but like,
it's raining.
That pool is pretty high right there. It's about to go. But anyway,
pool is high.
But you can see the reflecting.
So am I.
And that's coming through the screen.
I'm gonna get fucked later on. Later on.
Do you ever bring guests into StreamYard? Yes, we run on the StreamYard platform. And that allows us to stream.
We don't typically
to the yard.
So we kind of have like a thing about having people live here because we feel like it's just more organic. So like we might have somebody pop in for like maybe a minute. Like we've never done it, but like a special guest, like almost like a 90 seconds.
Yeah.
At most, I wouldn't want to have it. I would love to do like call in where people could come on screen. But
yeah, that would be kind of cool.
If we moved on to like Patreon or whatever, because as it is, we don't make any money on the podcast. It loses money. But it is a nice tax shelter for right now. And I think it'll make money and then we'll have to find a new tax shelter. But that's not the point. The point is that that's the only reason we've been able to survive is the protections afforded to us as small business owners.
And the good vibes that our podcast viewers have.
Well, the support's been, I can't even, like, you guys are the best. You just make it wonderful for us, and you give us a reason to honestly actually give us a reason to go on.
Lisa says you never know who might porn bomb or something. Discretion advised. Well, we sort of had that a couple weeks ago, and we're glad that none of the carriers
we have not been dropped for that episode. As a matter of fact, we, for whatever reason, it saved us the tile on X, Twitter. And we picked up a bunch of new Twitter followers.
Bunch of pervs.
Probably about 50 new Twitter followers that day. Okay.
So you never know. Maybe that'll no. But I think I could see if we're interviewing someone about a certain topic, but that's not really our bag, right?
Lisa has a podcast too, right? That's how we know her.
I don't remember. I know where she was located between Sturbridge and Amherst. If I'm not
mistaken, you have a podcast as well. That's how you recognize this as StreamYard.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, you might be. Yeah.
She'd have to be because who else would know that it's StreamYard?
And I want to know what her podcast is about. Is it about collecting acorns?
Sorry, I'm high,
or is it collecting? No, I don't know.
Actually, today Doug told me about a horrifying incident where I punched him and threw him out of the car. I don't remember this. That's how bad my memory is.
A long time ago.
I've been beating myself up about this all day, but And I
We worked through
realize
it.
that I sound like an abuser when I say this, but I'm like, what did you do? Like, what
Uh.
could you have possibly done that I fucking snapped like that?
I don't know.
I'm capable of snapping, but that's.
But you were saying that. Oh, I've never snapped, and I'm like, yes, I have. Lisa says
Well,
you need
asked
some
you.
pizzazz.
I said, have I?
Yeah,
Well,
and
hang on.
I answered. So Lisa says you need some pizzazz and controversy to push this channel out. Well, I guess that's kind of yeah. Lisa, if you have ideas, let us know. I don't, but have been deeply involved in many streams here in Mass.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure it out. I mean, it's tough because Doug's working nonstop. Half his job is chasing clients for payment.
Yeah, well,
but
I do what I can.
But Doug, I'm sick most of the time, and he's my caregiver. And he cooks all the meals, does all the shopping,
do laundry.
Sometimes we'll shop together. But
Sometimes
he does the laundry, he does the cooking, he does the cleaning, he does everything. I can't find something. What? How many times a day does that happen? 5?
About 8.
I'm sorry.
And then it's like, but you know what it is? Whatever you don't find, if you can't find something, it's usually within a foot radius of you. So it's really not that bad because I just have to move a couple things to find it. But a lot of times you are medicated.
Lisa,
I read those two.
Controversy?
Yeah, the last one is.
She said, "This is interesting. Political activism is where I have been. Was a campaign manager for a candidate for governor here. We would love to hear more about that. Little known fact: one of us donated money to Obama,
and one of us
held signs for Trump. And not that I'm a particularly a Trump fan or against Trump. I'm not really sure how I feel at this point. But what I don't like is the party system. I am what most people would call a libertarian. I want to live on a hippie commune / cult where I'm the leader. And you could see where that might be a problem with the idea of big government. So Doug has his beliefs and I respect them. Sometimes I don't understand them.
Yeah, I told you she did.
Doug does not respect my beliefs or understand them.
I don't understand them.
But you don't respect them.
No, I understand some of them.
You don't respect them, though.
I try to respect them. I'm learning respect. That's the one good thing about being on the opposite side of the aisle from your constituent. Constituent?
Yeah, but you can have.
No, you can't. And I got to tell you,
like, you don't have to be married to somebody with a different political party than to know that you should respect other people's opinions.
No, you should. Like but I think it's
skill.
Opened my eyes to a lot of like things that, that I if you think, oh, I'm so open-minded, but I'm not going to listen to anything a Republican has to say, you're not open-minded. So you have to open that up.
Oh my God, that is so funny that you should say that, because if I said like,
you're open-minded,
liberals, you're blah blah blah, I can't say that because I'm.
Oh, you say it all the time.
What? That I've said that it's interesting to me when someone that takes a liberal stance is so close-minded or so contradictory. Like, there was this whole big push for support of the Muslim community that is notoriously anti-gay. And
that's why you can never. Yeah, it's almost like you can never 100% be in any camp because there's always something you're going to disagree with.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if I want somebody I'm going to agree with all the time, I better take a look at the mirror, because that's the only person I'm ever going to agree with about anything. But at the same time, I don't even agree with myself half the time. I'm off camera. Can we make me on camera?
There we go. Lisa says, I'm conservative minded, however, no longer affiliated with either party because the Republicans are bad and are as bad and constantly gaslight.
I agree
everyone.
with you.
I think everybody gaslights
I
everyone.
think that it's all a fugazi. They start at the top, and we've talked about this on the podcast before. Not that it's like a suitable Christmas topic, but here we go.
Donna says Merry Christmas and
Merry
has
Christmas,
a bunch
Donna.
of graphics that I can't read because they're too small for my old eyes.
So the point is that while we just, I mean, I don't want to speak for Doug. I'm speaking only for me. I think that we've gone so far awry of what the basic premises is of our country are supposed to be. The American dream, justice and liberty for all men created equal, and so on and so forth. And in God we trust. No, instead we trust in the media and big government and big pharma and big advertisers and big media. And so, well, let's all move to a hippie commune. Does anybody have any land? I will happily take charge and be responsible for managing it.
I would just like
as
to
the
say,
cult leader.
let's just be excellent to one another, like Bill and Ted said. Donna says all that stuff is bullshit.
I agree. Hippie commune. Although I don't know if Donna really belongs on a hippie commune. I feel like she has too much anger.
She
would
has
need
some
like her own
viewpoints.
little like cistern to be in.
Cistern. Donna, you're in a cistern.
Put Donna in a cistern. She can walk around in laps when she's mad.
Donna says it's a game they play all the time, so they win.
Hear me out.
Mm.
We get a cistern, right?
Yeah. Is
Just
it
like-
filled with water or just an empty cistern?
No, empty cistern. And we put it just tall enough that Donna can't get out, which doesn't have to be very tall because she's short, right? Donna, I'm picking on you. So here's the thing. This is what we do. We have a cistern,
Yeah.
right? And we'll make it, I don't know, 10 feet around.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a little less. Who knows? 6 feet, whatever. Donna starts out, it's about 6 feet tall because Donna's only like 5 feet. Their arms up. She can't only reach so far.
So
So
you're saying put her in
she
something
gets
she
in
can't
there.
get out of.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she's in there and it has a dirt floor.
Dirt floor.
And
Yeah.
Donna's mad.
She's trying to clean it.
Donna is mad.
Yeah.
And so she's just going to keep pacing around in circles and
Yeah.
circles and circles
Until
circles.
she's now 50
And
feet
eventually
underground.
we have a well. And by then Donna might
She
be
floats to the top
Hey,
and
hear
we get
me
her
out.
out.
Donna would have less stress.
Yeah.
Because she got a lot of exercise. She got her expressed her feelings.
Yeah, but we have to listen
And-
to her.
And
Yeah.
now she has water.
Yeah, but then we have to listen to her down this like brick enclosure, round enclosure. We can listen to her. Fuck.
Oh, that
fuck
shit'll
this,
echo
whatever.
throughout the town.
She'll be complaining about.
You have to put her on the outskirts of the town and use her as
So-
like a security device. Like a
And
like a
John would vacuum
junkyard-
it. Yes,
Like
exactly.
a junkyard dog. She is like a junkyard
Yeah,
dog. a dog in
nobody.
that-
I would want more in my front
Please.
yard to keep the postman out.
Seriously, like
put
listen,
Donna out
Donna, I
there.
say this because I love you. She's like a pit bull. Like she's like rah, 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 rah. And then she like rolls over once in her rubber
But-
belly.
but
she's
she's
so
honestly
sweet.
one of the
she's like the
nicest people.
nicest people you will ever meet in your life. And she might murder me for that.
But no, we don't want to tell people.
But
she
all I
does.
have to say to Donna is like when the day I got my Jeep stuck in
Yeah.
the mud and she had to pull me out. It was stuck in like 4 feet of water, and Donna had to pull me out, and her Jeep was covered in mud, and her husband was covered in mud, and I had to walk over to her and go, "Am I in trouble?" And she goes, "I know what the fuck you're doing."
The fuck you doing driving in this goddamn mud?
And she is right. John would vacuum it. If
Yeah.
John wants to come and vacuum, could he bring a carpet shampooer with him, please?
So Donna says she's fucked sometime, but also awesome.
Here's my thing. I want to hire somebody to come clean the carpets, but I don't want to have
Right. You don't want to have any fragrance. You don't want to have any
Yeah.
chemicals. So you know what it's like? Like the steamer people probably are the closest thing, but I think they still use stuff. Elisa says, by the way, I'm sorry you suffer with Lyme. You have my sympathy.
Thanks, sweetie.
That's very nice of you.
10.5 years
a lot of
since I
people
got
don't.
diagnosed.
A lot of people don't know how sick she really is because she comes on the show and like is hysterical, and she badmouths her friend Donna, who is a very lovely person.
Did you read the Lisa
So,
comment about Trump?
I did not. I'm sorry. I was catching back up.
Lisa said, I worked extremely hard on the Trump campaign, but no longer doing that. He pushed the jobs, and that was the beginning of the end for me. Donna says, I can be the traffic watcher. And she puts her hammers out. Doug, I hope you're not texting somebody in the middle of our podcast.
I'm texting the same person you were texting, hypocrite.
It's your child. Do you not want me to help your child?
No, I'm helping the child.
Okay. Donna says, I'm fucked sometimes. Yes, sometimes we all are, Donna. Some of us more than others. By the way, I'm sorry. Yep, we got that. Donna says Trump sucks. I don't necessarily agree. She hates them all. I do agree with that. There's a couple that
I agree with Donna.
I kind of like.
I stand with Donna.
There's things that there's interesting things that I've heard from various people, but again, I think the government's just gotten too fucking big.
Well, I also think that the government is not trying to work together to actually accomplish anything. I think there's just a bunch of people taking their dicks out and measuring them to see who's got the most power and most swagger and blah, blah, blah. Now all these campaign speeches are just stand-up bits on who can get the best one on the other, like Ted Cruz with the poopy pants, Biden, all like none of this stuff has anything to do with making our country better. And I don't care who it is. If either side doing these one-liners, I don't want to hear it. tell me how you're going to fix things.
I don't think that they can fix things.
Mm.
I think they have no interest in fixing things. They like things just the way they are. And they're not going to change unless we revolt. And I'm not calling for a revolt. Don't put me before Congress. But I don't think that anything's going to change unless that happens. That's what I think.
Well, there you go. Lisa asks, how is your friend that took ill a few days ago?
Yeah, I was just about to pull that up. Who is our friend that took ill a few days ago? I know Zach's family was sick.
Yeah, a bunch of them were sick with COVID. I knew somebody that was sick with COVID. He actually has bouts of feeling really good,
and then the text hits a message on the
hits back. But I think he's getting through it a little bit. I think he's doing better than he was. So hopefully he's good. But he's like I don't think he's out in the public. Like I don't think he's like taking public transportation and stuff like that. So it was kind of surprising that he ended up.
I will admit that I have been slightly Hippocratic.
Like a hypocritical. What?
You can ring the bell if you want.
Well, I have to.
You have 2 dings coming for me.
Okay.
I've earned them. Go ahead.
Okay.
Does that make you feel better?
Not really. I don't know what we're talking about yet. So
I'm admitting that I'm wrong because
about what?
Because I said that it wasn't okay to message your friend that was ill during the podcast. Although you often get off topic and it drives me insane. I did that today when I messaged our person that needed help.
Mm.
So
yeah. And Lisa, I think that's a person that you were talking about. He just chimed in about an hour or two ago and said he has his ups and downs. Like he starts feeling better and then at moment hits him again.
Is he interested in natural options?
Probably not. Although he lives in the middle of the goddamn woods, so hopefully he can go out and eat some roots and nuts and berries and get back. But he's a tough dude. And hopefully he'll be good. We'll keep tabs on him. But thank you for asking.
Lisa says the one you said had a sniffles and got bad. That's probably the same one. Okay, I really want to get off politics, but I will read your comment and I'm going to change the subject. He thinks all addicts should just die. Makes fun of disabled people and the poor people need their families to pull the plug. I might agree with that. Depends. And he's ugly and a slumlord, and I'm sure he has a small cock. Ew, I just threw up on my mouth thinking of that. I disagree, but I'm trying to change the subject, so I will not get into refuting your point by point.
Well, Donna does say she votes for Doug, so thank you. I will ich bin ein Berliner. That's what I will do with my newfound power, and I will veto her back to dog catcher.
Would not end well.
What, with voting for me?
President?
I am a diplomat. Mm-hmm. I listen to all sides.
You made the Donovan kid cry.
Well, you know what? Sometimes there's tough love. I know you guys don't think that, but there's tough love. So, anyways, I accept your nomination, and I will do my best to serve. Where are the owls? It's raining cats and dogs. So when cats and dogs fall out of the sky, the owls go in to their little burrows. So they might actually get flooded out of their burrows tonight because it is coming down.
We have pretty good soil drainage now.
We do. It's a lot of sand in it. Did you see the kids? No, we didn't see the kids today. We thought we heard some basketballs outside, but took a look. Nobody's there. Everybody was having fun today, I think, with their families.
Yeah, we saw the kids down the street. We gave them their trampoline. They were having a blast. Macy was a little scared at first, but they had a good time. And it was appreciated until Dad had to put it together.
Right.
And we got a very aggressive thumbs up from our neighbor Letty. Yeah. And then he had what was the other one that he did? He said that they are not allowed to get it. No one is allowed to buy them trampolines ever again. Until this one breaks, and then of course I did offer to send you down. Well, I also told them that the kids could help. I said, "Girls, you could help your dad," and he was like, he wouldn't say. He would never say that though. But that's what I would say. I would just like look at him and go, "Fuck you." Donna, it is 70 today, so it was pretty much 70 all day and all night. So it's probably a little warmer. Yeah, it was 149, I think, delivered with, and it lights up and it has the cage. I didn't know it lights up. Yeah, I couldn't believe for nighttime use. I couldn't believe the deal on that. So I was like, it's a little bit more that I would spend, but I'm not doing for my girls. But also, you didn't have to go around and find individual. Well, it was basically my Christmas gift to myself because I didn't get anything. You didn't get anything. I bought you a Nintendo Switch. By the way, the owls are in his house. Oh yeah. But you got your Switch. So
I got a
there you
Switch. Well, it was funny because it's a long story. I didn't want to get one, and then she got me one. So because I didn't want to spend the money,
Not that long
because
of a story.
I'm cheap. I am crazy cheap. I'm cheap like a birdie, cheap. Oh, and now the sprinklers are going off. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
I could have gotten you. I could have gotten it cheaper, but I wanted one that didn't have red on it.
Oh,
so I paid more.
So she paid more for that, for the all white. Anyway, so she got that, and where marital hate, the phrase came from, was when we would play our old Wii Mario Brothers, and you have to play cooperatively. So sometimes you'd go in the back or whatever, and if you go too far, if one person goes too far front, and it'll kill the other person. So then we have marital hate, and so that's where the phrase came from.
And now we're playing Mario again.
So,
it's like an acid trip. It's crazy.
It's a little crazy, this new game. It's humid in Georgia, drizzling a lot today, but looks like it was a full moon. Full moon is Tuesday, because we had to look it up because somebody was there. Frugal is the word, not cheap. All right, I'm not. I don't know if I'll go out and buy a brand new Volvo tomorrow, or a brand new $6,000 Gretsch Black Falcon.
We are winning Powerball
guitar
tonight.
Yeah.
And if we don't win Powerball and Tracy wins Powerball, we're getting a leisure travel.
Oh yeah.
Unity. So we're really excited about that. Thank you. But
Tracy says, "Are you happy with your Nintendo Switch?" We only played with it for about 45 minutes, not even.
Yeah.
But the new game, the Mario Wonder, is kind of trippy. It's really weird. Like you'll be go across these like musical notes on a bridge, and you'll feel the vibrations and hear the music out of the handset, which is really cool, really nice. Ann says, "Merry Christmas, all." Merry Christmas, Ann, one of our masters.
Our master haters.
Yeah. And the presents on your head killed me. Ha ha. So funny. I think I have a skull fracture, right?
So it was the Switch, extra Joy-Cons, a controller holder, 2 extra Joy-Cons,
and a
controller holder, a charger, and the holder thing,
and a lantern battery. No, there was no lantern battery.
And a little pins. Pins.
For my Crocs.
2 games, and there's 2 games, and then
because I don't know if you've ever
charger
and the charger, and so I don't know if you've ever played Mario Kart. It is the best video game of all time. It's so good.
Makes me nauseous.
Because here's what I like to do. I like to drive or shoot or throw or something like that. Basically, you're driving a cart or a bike or something or a hang glider, and you get to throw things at other people. It's fantastic. So. And a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, I got no partridge. I got no pear tree.
Did you read about the compression concussion?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I got it. Yeah, maybe. People think it's funny.
You know how to compression concussion? Joe Pesci in Casino.
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't Joe Pesci. No. It was the guy that he had in the vice grip.
Yeah, the vice. Yeah,
he's like, you made me squeeze your eyes out your fucking head.
He was mad at the guy. It's too funny.
Plugs.
Yeah, I don't want that. No, but it was heavy. It was definitely heavy. And normally I don't wake up on those things, but this was like, I could have died.
Could not have died.
I could have died on Christmas just like Jesus.
Oh my God. Jesus did not die on
Jesus did not die on Christmas?
Well, we don't know that Christmas is when Jesus
they say it was sometime in the fall.
Born, but the reason that they did it is because all the Christian holidays coincide with the pagan holidays.
Yeah, they had to mix it up.
Probably,
but there was nothing going on at the end of December.
By the way, I don't know why these people have to have beef. They're all similar. Just be friends.
Yeah, it's basically what it is.
But be friends, but also be loving and supportive of the world around you. It's 8:36, and we wow. Tracy said I woke up.
No, Elisa Johnson. I woke up with a little mouse and a glue trap. It was great.
Oh, those things are so cruel.
Oh, not a creature was stirring in the goddamn glue trap.
Believe it or not, the least cruel ones are the snap ones.
I just heard some other trap was even better. I don't know. But don't poison them, because then other things eat them and die.
When we moved into this house, there were palm rats.
And you know why? Because the landscapers are supposed to cut like the berries or whatever off the palm trees, because that's what the rats eat. So that they preemptively like cut them off when they start to bloom or whatever, take them out. But this was like somebody got evicted and nobody was here for a while. So there was all kinds of berries and
good. We
rats running around.
We rented sight unseen. So we had the guy come and kill everything, but haven't had a problem since. We had something run across the roof one day, but I haven't heard anything in the walls. It could have been a gator, an iguana. But we have a rat noise machine that is in the garage, and it makes a noise that repels rats. I bought it off Amazon. It wasn't expensive.
We have had some palmetto bugs though. big as your head.
Like 3.
What, palmetto bugs?
Yeah.
It was one in the garage. It was one in the bathroom, and one. I found a couple dead. I haven't seen them alive. So dead. If they're dead, they're dead.
We do pay a pest control company.
Get a cat. My cat is a great hunter. Yeah, cats.
Shout out to Tony's.
Cats are badass. Cats will. Yeah.
I'm not getting a cat. I will die of allergies.
I do like cats.
I will die of allergies. No, thank you. I'm actually very tired.
You tired? Well, we don't.
Well, I have to take
this is just a touch base Christmas episode.
It's really not. It's our regular Monday night.
Well, it is Monday night, but it is a holiday, so we get double. We get time and a half for doing this.
We don't know what everybody else did for Christmas.
We don't, because nobody said anything. Nobody's like.
Yeah, what did y'all?
We heard about the weather in
but,
Georgia. We didn't hear about Christmas.
But what did we do? So you got your present.
I got my present. We did a lot of scratch tickets that we got.
We're not even done yet, and we did Love After Lockup.
We did a lot of Love After Lockup. New people, new people.
Oh my God, these people!
But the one guy
with the dad,
the one guy from Compton. He was a Crip from Compton. And married this
white lady.
Married this white lady
while he was in prison.
He gets out of prison. And I guess she lived in Vegas, so there was some conflict because he couldn't
leave California.
Yeah. So, anyways, they go
He's like, let's cross the line.
They cross the border illegally to go see his parent or her parents, and now the dad is like, "Oh, what the hell is this guy? Right, dating my daughter?"
But he's nice.
But then they became like kind of like
they're
friendly.
Like
he goes,
father and son.
So the girl's dad gave him $1,000. Look, pay your rent with this. Take some, buy her a ring because they were going to get. They got married in prison, but they wanted to get remarried at a chapel in Vegas. So then he was like the best man kind of thing at the wedding, and they wore matching suits. And it was really nice to see how like this guy, and he was really almost one of the only ones that came out of prison and gave it his all and like stuck to his word and that kind of thing.
You
like,
would if it weren't for the fact that this guy is black and the dad is white, you would not know that they were not father and son.
Oh my God, they were like
it was the best
because he held his word and he of course I mean I would be suspicious if that happened to me. I'd be like prisoner. Who the hell is this?
Well, and then they got married while they was in prison, and his 2 daughters were not speaking because of this. The one daughter stopped speaking to her sister. She's like, "I'm not going to watch you ruin your life," which is really hard. And it was a lot for the family. But the thing that was really cool was that the father said to the inmate, black kid, he says, the old white dad is like, "Listen, I've always wanted a son. So if you can prove who you are, then welcome to the family, son." Like, and asked
that's
for
how you got to
be. His
yeah.
dad helped. He's like, "I want to ask her to marry me," and he's like, "Well, she deserves a ring." And he lent him the money for the ring. And then the dad afterwards, he was like, "Well, it's like a test for him."
Yeah.
And he passed. And they got married, and she's knocked up.
She got knocked up. And guess what? They go back to the parents' house and they say, "Hey, don't tell my parents about being knocked up."
He told the dad
out in the backyard, which was kind of funny. So our friend Tracy ate prime rib dinner. Very fancy. Did stockings this year as the house was really everyone's Christmas present. That was pretty nice.
Is that supposed to be with an O?
Well, she's thinking about Silk Stockings, the 80s crime drama on
with
NBC.
Rob Estes.
Oh, was that Rob Estes? Yeah. Was that late 80s? That must have been in late 80s NBC.
I guess so. I used to watch it at my dad's house.
Silk Stockings. And she says, glad it could give us a little something to open. Could not pass it up on that. Yes, it was delightful. It's the only one on our tree, which is a potted lavender tree. Oh, and I didn't even see that. Samantha,
Twister
what's going on,
What's
Twisty?
Up, girl? Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you.
I'm very high and very sleepy. So we mostly watched.
I'm very old and very sleepy.
We'd love to hear how your Christmas was. We did. So we played a little video games. We got some Chinese food. We did some scratchers. We watched a show. I took a nap. We didn't really eat.
Did you take a nap? When did you take a nap?
I didn't take a nap. A bath.
A bath. Yeah, you took a bath.
And I'm super tired now.
I packed some packages that need to go out in the mail.
That's true. Congratulations, Tracy. You have won a laptop.
You get a laptop.
Tracy's laptop died last night, and I just got a new one. Mine's perfectly fine. It just has a chip missing from the screen, but it's not enough for me to work on the podcast.
Yeah.
So it's fine for like daily surfing or whatever. So
fine for the internet porn that Tracy will use it for.
Apple was going to give me $80 for it. Tracy's done so much to help us. Like,
no shame in that.
Plus, her wife is a nurse.
That's right.
I might be picking her brain at some point.
So Ann says she worked for a few hours this AM and then went to her aunt's for a couple of hours.
Oh, that's
very nice. Hopefully, no family drama. So excited. Thank you very much. And Samantha I had the most magical day. It had nothing to do with things. Oh,
Nice.
I actually would like to hear more about magical things, unless they involve doing it.
Oh no, I definitely want to hear if involved.
Oh, okay,
doing
yeah,
it.
we do want to hear about. But send
Sometimes-
her the pictures.
You have a magical thing.
I have a magical thing. Oh, really? Thank you. It's a wand.
I would like to point out to everyone that I'm doing my Rudolph impression by having a massive zit right there. Can you see it?
Rudolph didn't have a massive zit.
I put
He had a
concealer on it.
deformity, whereas he was an animal
It is
whose
enormous.
nose lit up,
But
and everybody
I-
hated him for it
This is a deformity. And
until they needed him.
if I didn't have concealer on, or if we had better lighting, people would hate me for it.
Well,
People have hated me for lesser things.
yeah. Well, I bet if you hadn't said anything, nobody would have noticed. But now you
But
now
we're
you're telling
honest with our viewers.
Okay.
Except for the fact that I put concealer on. Anyway, I need to remember to wash my face. I am so tired. I don't think I can do anymore.
Well, you know what it is? It's just rain. It's gentle, soothing rain.
Guys, I'm
It's
so
putting us to
sorry.
sleep.
I'm so tired between the drugs and I woke up super early this morning. I had to put that on Doug's head. By the way, first, I went to the store, told him that the traffic was really bad getting there, and I couldn't get a parking spot at the Dollar Tree. And CVS didn't have what we wanted, so could he go with me to Walmart? Well, that was true, except I left out the part where I went to GameStop and bought him a Nintendo Switch and a bunch of shit to go with it. So then I pick him up and I'm like, fuck, I want to get out of the back of the Jeep, but I can't because he's outside too fast. So I had covered it. So we went to Walmart and I was going to go in with him, but which is a lot for me, but I was going to try to do it just because I thought it would be fun to watch. And so I'm like, fuck, I have to hide this from him. So he goes inside and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to go and cover that up. And then I'm in the parking lot of the Walmart, listening to people have shouting matches and shit. Then he comes out. We go to Ford's. And so we drove from there to Ford's. And on Ford's, we drove over dirt twice and off the curb once. And so I'm like, oh, fuck, if that came uncovered, because when we got home, he had to open the back of the Jeep. So he had no idea that it was there. But then I kept trying to get, so I had to sneak it out. And so I snuck it out the next day before we left for Costco. And he caught me at the dresser and he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm.
Well, it was the face. The face was she's elbows deep in this drawer. And I walk in the room, she's like, and I'm like, otherwise, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Because she's in a drawer. I don't know what the hell is in that drawer, to be honest. And there was a lot of rustling around and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? And she lifts up this receipt. She goes, I had to get a Costco receipt to return some stuff from Costco.
Lie. I lied to my husband.
So wait, did you get the $15 back?
No, I told you. No $15. I lied.
There was no $15.
No $15. So
and you even pointed out the guy. You're like, that's the guy.
That is the guy I talked to. I talked to him about. I'll tell you the rest of the story.
No, I don't want to hear it. It's too late.
So
it's too rainy.
So
I don't want to hear it.
So I went. So I grabbed the GameStop
Lies.
receipt from the drawer because I wanted to see what their return policy was because we were going to Costco. And when we got to Costco, I wanted to go to customer service to find out if they had them in stock and what the prices were. The guy that I asked about the prices is the guy that I told you gave me the $15.
More lies.
So he waved at me and I waved at him like nothing
More
ever
lies.
happened.
More lies.
I told him he's in on it. By the way.
You know
I
what?
told him.
You're on probation.
Okay.
Some marital hate
Am I
probation.
on double secret probation?
No,
Here's
you're
the
just
funny
regular
thing.
probation.
I kept trying to get him to go to the store to give me ginger ale, which I needed, but I'm like, can you go get me some ginger ale? Can you go get me some ginger ale? Because despite the fact that we used all the wrapping paper to wrap kids down the streets of trampoline in the worst possible way, to roll the fucking paper,
Actually,
and 2 pillows for the kids.
It was long. It looked like the trampoline looked like a casket, and the wrapping paper was red and white like a candy cane.
You pull it up,
and it looked like a casket. So I was going down the street taking a video of myself saying that President Lincoln has been shot and he is going down this road, whatever. It was very funny.
So I had to wrap it. So when he ran to the store, I wrapped it as fast as I could, but I was really nauseous and my stomach was killing me and I was having a really bad head pressure. So I'm like, ugh, and wrapping as fast as I can, trying to tape them together and ribbon them all together. Then I have to hide them. And I wanted to put them on his head, like I told you guys on the podcast. So I pushed them up against my bed. They wouldn't fit under the bed. And I covered them with an extra pillow sham that matched our bedspread, like camouflage. And so he went to kiss me goodnight and he kicked the fucking thing. He kicked his breast.
Could have been injured there too. Compression fracture of the skull and a broken foot.
But before we go, you have to tell them the story about the ginger ale.
Oh
and
yeah,
the
yeah,
Chinese
I will do
food.
that. So it was worth these. You know what? I don't know if you know my backstory, Tracy, but I've had when your wife lies to you, it's not so good. So
I am not the wife in
she's not.
question.
All right. So anyway, all right. So. Anyways, I go to get the ginger ale today and get turn in some lottery tickets, whatever.
Didn't get it last night. Forgot it.
And so one of the things we always get at 7-Eleven is this green juice. It's organic green juice. It's in a thing. It's a great deal. And if you buy it, then you get like $3 off of
Although it
gas.
hasn't been on sale lately.
So, anyways, but it's nutritious nonetheless.
And delicious.
So I went to the. If you go down here, you take a right and a left. Boom, it's right there. Great staff at that 7-Eleven. So I was so concerned about getting the green juice and the lottery. Drive almost all the way home. Forgot the ginger ale. So luckily there's a 7-Eleven if you just keep going straight down here. So I go down there, get the ginger ale and come home. So then we decided we didn't want to cook, and it's tradition that you have like Chinese food on Christmas.
Because we're Jewish.
So we ordered it, and it's about 4 or 5 miles away to get it. It's like it's like Florida streets, right? Everything's a straight shot. So I go to get it, and she ordered it and just sent me the confirmation email via text. So I'm assuming that she paid for it up front. So I get there, super busy as you would imagine, picking up for Doug because they called me and said it was ready. So I knew it was ready. I'm picking up for Doug. All right. So they get it out, look at it, and they look at me and they go, did you pay for this? I'm like, I'm pretty sure we paid for it. I go, if I didn't, I'll call you when I get home. And so I take the thing.
Because he's frantically texting me and I don't answer.
And I text her. I'm like, did we pay for this?
I was on my phone the whole time too. I don't
did
know
we
why
pay for this? Yes, no. It was very because sometimes, do we pay for this? What do you think? And then I got to wait for another text. So this one was, did we pay for this? Yes. Question mark. Didn't hear back.
Didn't get the message.
I'm about halfway to the car, out in the rain. Chinese food kid comes running out. Oh, you did it was never paid for. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And so I go back in.
What if you refused to go in? You think you would have been like kung fu fighting?
And there's about a dozen people waiting that saw me walk out with this. And so now they're thinking this guy caught me trying to steal food. That's kind of racist, but whatever. So anyways, I had to go back and pay for it. And all these people thought I had tried to steal it or like one of those deals. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to kill her. Not legitimate. So the whole way home, it wasn't that bad because the kid and I had like the thing. So so he knew I wasn't trying to pull a fast one. So anyways, he's like, oh, okay, thank you, whatever. And so so the whole way home, I'm trying to figure out how can I play this for maximum like effect. And so I come in, I'm like, she's like, oh, how was your trip? Well, it wasn't that great. Why? Did you answer your text? I didn't see a text from you. Oh, yeah, you had to pay for it at the thing. And I'm like, well, they thought I thought I did. I walked out, and then they found out I didn't, and they came and got me in the parking lot and dragged me back in.
They could have called Cape Coral Police.
They could have called the police
in the rain.
Yeah, and it was pouring rain. I'd drive over there, whatever. And you know how I like to drive.
Worst wife ever.
But actually, I enjoyed. I don't typically enjoy Chinese food that much, but
dude, we ate a lot of it. We inhaled
that was pretty good. I had the beef lo mein.
Now I feel like shit
egg
again.
Roll. Although the rice wasn't that good. I didn't eat very much rice, but I did eat the beef lo mein. It was very good.
I feel like shit again. Still.
Oh, and I do have a complaint though. They put the beef teriyaki stick first into the bag. Who does that? You always have the stick sticking out. So
actually, I think I opened it backwards because I think it's just a funnel.
More lies.
I didn't make a lie.
More lies. I can't believe you people even watching this. Lie.
Merry Christmas. I'm thankful for everybody that supports the podcast. Jeez, I don't even know if I can count tonight. My Aunt Cheryl, Raspboy 4109, Lisa.
We should not read that one.
Someone is having a problem with growth in their joints. I can't say his name online. Tracy says, hello, my peeps. Sorry, I'm not reading all the comments. I'm thanking all the people. I'm very high. Lisa, Tracy, thank you for coming. Donna, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Oh gosh, Lisa, Donna. Who else am I forgetting? Anne. Oh,
Anne was here.
Of course, Anne was here. And Twister,
and Twisted.
Yep. shout out to everybody. We're really grateful that you came. I'm grateful I got to surprise my husband. I don't usually get to do that, so that was really fun.
Mm.
I'm grateful for this new trippy fucking game, although I'm a little concerned that it's going to distract us. I'm thankful that there were no emergency graphic design projects today.
There were none today.
For $5.
But it does look like there might be a special Christmas Press Your Luck tonight, which would be very. We like us some Press Your Luck.
Can you watch it in the bedroom,
exciting.
please?
You know what? Watching it in the bedroom means I'm going to fall asleep while you sit here and watch a show that.
If you put your dick inside me, I won't fall asleep.
That's a little graphic. Why are you so graphic and gauche?
When was that a surprise to you?
It was never. All right, she's falling asleep. I'm grateful for Christmas. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful that Neil Sedaka liked one of my comments on his wall today. That was pretty fun.
I was grateful that my neighbor's kids liked their the gift we gave them.
And I'm grateful for the opportunity to steal Chinese food and get caught doing it and not going to jail. So I am not a Love After Lockup.
I'm grateful that Doug tried to take care of me today. I'm thankful for Love After Lockup, people that inspire us on that show, and also people who are cautionary tales.
And I'm even so Lisa says Merry Christmas. Great to have you back, Lisa. And love you all. And I'm grateful for the beneficial rain that we're getting right now.
Yay. Good night, guys.
See you, everybody.